Here is a simple tutorial on how to make this stylish queen and neckline, asymmetric hemline or basque hemline blouse. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. So let's dive right into today's video. So to start, the first thing you need to do is to mark out your measurement, and I've gone ahead to do that, which includes my shoulder to bust, under bust, waist and blouse length. So I'm making this dress for someone and I'm not using my actual measurement for this pattern. Only using my measurement. So next, mark the shoulder divided by 2 and add ½ inch because this dress has a sleeve. Next step I'll take is to come down by 1 inch, and after that I'll mark a basic neckline of 3 inches. This will serve as a guide to where I'll connect my neckline. So after I'm done marking this, the next step is to go ahead to find the chest line, and to do that is your bust round measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. So I'll just go ahead to mark that. If you want your armhole to be a bit loose, instead of adding 1.5, you can add 2 inches. That is your bust measurement divided by 6 plus extra 2 inches, especially if you're working for a plus size. Now I'll draw out a straight line there, and the measurement I have at the shoulder, I'll mark it back on the chest line. Then I'm going to connect this going all the way to the shoulder. Now the next step is to go ahead to place my tape, and I'm going to divide what I have here into 2 and I will mark. So after I'm done marking, I'm going to come in by ½ inch at this point. I'll place my tape and I'll mark the bust circumference divided by 4. I'm working with bust 37 divided by 4. I have roughly 9.25, so I approximated it to 9.3 and I marked. I connected from the ½ inch all the way up and down to the bust round circumference divided by 4 on the chest line. Now after marking this, start marking the nipple to nipple point. So I measured the nipple to nipple, and what I have is 8 inches. 8 inches divided by 2 will give me 4 inches. So I will be marking this 4 inches from the bust, under bust, waist and blouse length. Now after I'm done marking this, I'm going to go ahead to place my ruler to connect from the bust line all the way to the blouse length of this dress. So after I'm done connecting at this point, I'll place my tape from that 3 inches to the shoulder and divide by 2. Now I'll go ahead to connect this all the way up to the midpoint. Now for the dart, I'll mark 1 inch on this side, and then I'll mark 1.5 on the other side of this pattern. After marking that, if you're on a smaller size, use 1 inch on both sides. If you're a plus size, maybe your bust is a bit bigger, use 1.5 inches on both sides. So what I'll do, to go ahead to use my marker to outline this to make it more visible for you to see. Now the next step is to connect from the bust down to the under bust, and also connect at the other side of my pattern. Now after doing this, what I'm going to do is to place my tape, and I'm going to determine how high I want this after my chest line. You can use 2 inches or place your tape from the shoulder to measure where you want it to be, right? So after you're done marking that, what you're going to do is to rule out a straight line at this part. For the dart intake, I'll be using 1 inch on both sides of the dart, and I'll go ahead to connect this all the way to this side. And after connecting, I will be connecting to the other side of my pattern this way. Now after I'm done connecting at this point, I'll go ahead to outline. Now let's go ahead to insert our body measurement. What I'm working with is 37 divided by 4. I have 9.25. I will mark. Pick the dart intake I have here, and I will replace it by the side. That is this dart that I have at the chest line. That is what I'll pick and mark at the side. Then add my sewing allowance of 2 inches. Under bust measurement is 30 inches divided by 4. I have 7.5. Then I'll pick this dart intake of 2.5 inches. So I replaced 2 inches. I noticed that I replaced 2 inches, so I had to like remeasure and then replace the 2.5 inches back. Then I'll be adding 2 inches for my sewing allowance. Now after marking this, I'll go ahead to mark the waist measurement is 32 divided by 4. I have 8. Then I'll pick this dart intake of 2.5 inches, replace it by the side, and then add my 2 inches sewing allowance. After that, we'll move over to the hip. The hip I have here is 41 inches. So for 41 inches, if I divide it by 4, what I will have is 10.3 inches. I'll go ahead to mark, and after I'm done marking at this point, I'm going to replace 2.5 inches for the dart intake and add 2 inches for the sewing allowance. After I'm done marking, I will now place my ruler, connect this all the way up and connect this to the lower part. I'll also replace this all the way to the hip or blouse length. Now after I'm done marking at this point, I'll mark my bust dart. Now the waist I'm working with, the shoulder to waist is 19, while the shoulder to waist at the back is 17.5. If you deduct 17.5 from the shoulder to waist of the front, which is 19, what you will have is 1.5 inches. So I'll just go ahead and mark and connect this. So this is what I have at this point, and I'll go ahead to outline. Let's work on the neckline. I want to create a sweetheart neckline but not too deep, so I'll just connect it this way. Now blend your dart lines, make sure it matches so that when you're joining your pattern it's going to match. So you notice where I came down a little and I'll connect. So from here I'll come in by 1 inch. The basic neckline of 3 inches, I'll come in by 1 inch, and here I'll mark 3 inches. So you can go ahead to use 2.5 here also. Now I'll go ahead to connect this all the way up. After connecting, we are going to tighten up the yoke here. I'll come up by 0.5 inches. Then I will slant it into the shoulder, sorry, the neckline this way. You see how I connected it? I did not slant it all the way down, like taking out the dart. This is just to tighten the shoulder and not to reduce the armhole of the dress. And I'll go ahead to outline this pattern. I'll go ahead to label this as my yoke, my center front, and my side front. I'll just go ahead and I'll outline my pattern. So to mark this lower part, I'll be using about 5 inches. Then I'll blend out my pattern this way, and I'll draw out the hemline, the styling for the hemline at the lower part, right? And from here, I'll be using a freehand sketch to actually do this. From this side, I'll come up by 2 inches and I'll go ahead to connect this at this point. After I'm done connecting, this is what I have. Then I'll still go ahead to blend it out a bit. So after blending it out, I'll go ahead to reconnect it. Blend out this side. Make sure that your dart is matching with the, make sure that your bust dart is matching at this side, and go ahead to blend. So after I'm done marking, this is what I have, and now I'll just go ahead to cut out my pattern. If you have any questions, please kindly go ahead to leave it at the comment section. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly hit on the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. So after cutting this, let's go ahead to cut the back pattern. For the back pattern, I've marked out all the measurement, the chest line, shoulder to waist for the back, and I added additional 5 inches to it. Now after I'm done marking this at this point, the next step you want to take is to mark the shoulder divided by 2, which I found the chest line. So what I'll do now is to mark a basic neckline of 3 inches and come in by 1 inch, just like we did for the front pattern of this dress. The next step is to mark the neckline of this dress. So I used 1.5 inches, but I had to like increase it a bit so that it will not be too tight at the neckline of this dress, right? So I'll just go ahead to blend this into the shoulder of this dress. I'm drafting this pattern as a dartless pattern, but before doing that, I'll mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2. I want to use this my nipple to nipple point, sorry, the nipple to nipple point of the person I'm drafting this for, as a guide. Now I'll place my curve through and I'll connect to create that keyhole neckline at the back of this dress. I'll come up by ½ inch here and I'll connect it all the way to the yoke. This is to tighten the yoke of this dress at the back so that there won't be any gaping. So I reduced the neckline, sorry, I increased it by ½ inch, right? to make it a bit lower at the back and not to be too tight at the neckline of this dress. The next step is to insert my measurement. I'll mark the bust measurement I have here, divided by 4, then add 2 inches for sewing allowance. Come down to the waist and mark the waist measurement divided by 4 at this point, right? Then I will add my sewing allowance. Here I'll mark the hip circumference. The hip is 41 divided by 4. I have 10.3. Then I'll add extra 2 inches to it. After this, I'll place my ruler and I will go ahead to connect this. Now after I'm done connecting, place my tape at the hemline and come up by 2 inches, and I'll just go ahead to create a simple back pattern. I don't want the back to be that low, like extending lower to the hip point, so I maintained that 2 inches we went up by all the way down. Now you want to determine the lacing bar area, the space you will use. I'm using 2 inches and I'll go ahead to draw a straight line. Note this 2 inches is not a standard. You can use 1.5 inches or whatever that works for you. So please sorry for the noise at the background of this video. I'll come down by ½ inch from the chest line and I'll go ahead to connect this all the way towards the chest line area, and I'll blend this out. I'll just make a mark to indicate that we have a lacing at the back of this dress. Now this is my back pattern, very easy and simple, and there's no much drama. I'll just go ahead to cut this out. So at this point, if you have any question, please kindly go ahead to leave it at the comment section. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead to hit on the subscribe button. Thanks.